Thank you. Thank you. Hello and welcome back to another season of Not Too Late, the only late night show that takes reservations. And you might notice someone familiar up here on stage. Well, that's because our hunt for a new co-host is over. Sebastian is our new co-host, so get used to him. Congratulations, Sebastian.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, you feel like the hard work paid off?
Yeah, I worked pretty hard to get here, and I'm really excited to not work hard anymore.
You just done?
I'm done, yeah. My job is just to sit here.
All right. You gonna talk to anybody or just
Probably not.
look cute?
Yeah.
All right, leave.
Like,
Yeah.
all the way?
Out.
Oh.
Hey, everybody. How's it going? How are you all feeling today?
Great.
Feeling good?
Really good.
Good? Well, I personally, I'm feeling pretty good. And there's something pretty big going around that I wanted to talk to, and I wanted to talk to all of you. I wanted to talk to all of you. Coronavirus. I'm more of a Bud Light guy, huh? All right, let's get this show started. Now it's time for our weekly news briefing. This week in the news, a Tennessee man was arrested Monday for smoking weed while being tried in court for smoking weed. He was scheduled to appear in court again, but evidence for the case seems to have gone up in smoke. The FDA has recently approved a cocaine-based nasal spray for production and sale, prompting Juul executive to ask, wait, we could have been just giving kids coke this whole time? Trump is expected to offer Palestinians conditional statehood in the upcoming peace talks, and I'm told the punchline to this joke will upset everyone, so we are just going to move on. Dieter Jambard, 51 of Nantes, France, is suing the British pharmaceutical company, I can't pronounce that, claiming that the drug he took to treat his Parkinson's symptoms, Requip, turned him into a gambling and gay sex addict. As a result of the lawsuit, the company will now have to add the side effect, fun. You know when you're in a public place and you have to fart, but it feels like a rather nauseating concoction building up inside you, and you're debating whether to hold it or to let it out and risk leakage? Well, I, for one, know that feeling well. And I always make the right call, but not everyone can have as keen a sense of their body as I. Just recently, one American bride actually soiled her $12,000 wedding dress at her own wedding. Talk about a crap show. We wanted to say another word, but we were not allowed to. You can fill in the blanks. A Mormon couple on the run in Hawaii were found, and law enforcement says they must produce their missing children in 5 days. If you ask me, it shouldn't be hard for a Mormon couple to produce a couple of kids. A Florida prison guard allegedly poured bleach on prison food. This was suspected when the prisoners started reporting that the food tasted a little bit better recently. Husbands drinking their wives' breast milk is becoming a trend in parts of Uganda, and it seems to be spreading to other parts of Eastern Africa. When asked why he does it, one husband answered that it reminds him of mama's cooking. Border Patrol arrested a man after finding 222 pounds of liquid meth in his truck's gas tank. The man was put into custody, but the truck was later put into Narcotics Anonymous after trying to sell its tailpipe for more meth. New students in Bloomington are reportedly confused when they visit Showalter Fountain. Who is Walter? What if he's already seen it? Huffington Post reported that Donald Trump is the loneliest man in America. In close second, me. A Mexican man has reportedly suffered a painful 3-day erection after taking a sexual stimulant meant for mating bulls. The man should have known about the side effect, if you ask me, because we all know that if you mess with the bull stimulant, you get the horny. And finally, Morari, a sex tech company, is releasing a taint Band-Aid that is designed to fix premature ejaculation using mild electric impulses. The company didn't give an exact release date, but my guess is that it's coming soon, but not too soon. That's how we've got in the news this week, but we will be right back with our guests, so stay tuned.
They're plaid.
Okay, hi, I'm Drew with Not Too Late. Today we're out here inquiring about something pretty simple, but important in my opinion. Pants. Tell me about your pants. Tell me about your pants.
My pants?
Yeah, tell me about your pants.
My pants are high-waisted.
My pants?
Yes, your pants.
My pants.
Yeah, I want to know about your shorts, your pants, whatever you want to call them. Tell me about your pants.
I'm not wearing any.
Well, shorts, we have found out, are a subcategory of pants.
Well, they're floral, obviously. There's they're nice. They're not very breathable to find out on this hot day.
Where'd you get your pants from?
Yeah, I got it from my mom.
Always a great present. Are these pants then special to you? Do they hold some sort of meaning in them?
No.
Car, tell me about your pants. Pants. Car. Cars don't wear pants. Okay, and again, I think almost all of these interviews that I've had start with the objective facts. Of course they are plaid pants, but I want to know the meaning behind it. When you wake up in the morning, do any of you guys have a reason for picking your pants?
Yes, actually I do. I had bought some new shoes, right, some white shoes, and I got these dope white pants. So this one day I wanted to wear my new shoes, so I'm like, let me get the white pants with the white tee, put on the white shoes, and it's game time.
Meaning, did you get them from anywhere special?
These pants, you know where they came from?
Where?
The Banana Republic.
Because I think that some people just don't think enough about their pants. I've had people that have been like, oh, they're gray, I got them from Target.
Yes, we do, I would say.
Yes, I think we've touched on some good things though, and I'm very glad that we could share in this pant relationship.
No, of course.
It's like we're two pant legs.
To one pair of pants. No, I agree completely.
This is beautiful. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Thank you so much.
No, of course. Any moment to connect over pants, I'm down for it.
Welcome back to Not Too Late. We're here with our interview, and we are about to bring on Ray Gwynn. Welcome to the show. Good to have you on.
Oh, thank you. Hi, Sebastian. Nice to meet you. Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How's it going? How you doing today?
Very well. It's the first week, third week, I forget, but doing really well. Yeah.
It all
One of the
blends
two.
together.
It's very mellow right now. You know, it's before midterms start and you start panicking, and I just laugh at that. But right now, everything's great.
You get to have all the fun.
I have all the fun, you know, the sadism of me, yeah.
So you're a big collector, you could say.
Maybe.
I know you have a few record-breaking
Yeah.
collections, one or two.
Yeah.
You've collected all sorts of media with music,
Yeah.
magazines, video games, and I'm curious, what started this love of collection for you? Did you have a very first thing that you collected as a kid, and what sparked this? What sparked the love?
I think it was women in dungeons.
Oh.
But to be honest, I don't know, actually, that's a tough question. Comic books, you know, I think typically a lot of men, or boys when you're younger, right, will have the stamp collection, matchbook car collections, comic book collections. I think it was one of those at that point in time. I remember always hearing, like, the fatherly voice would say, oh, don't get rid of that comic book. One day it'll be worth something. But anybody who collects knows you're not collecting because it's valuable in a monetary sense. It's usually a personal value, right? Like, what I enjoy about buying records is I can say I bought this one at that shop on this day. And I like the kind of narratives around the objects that I've become very intimate with. One of my personal examples with vinyl is that there was a 45 I was looking for ages. And I saw it in San Diego in 1989. I'm in a record store. I'm flipping through, I find it, have it in my hand. This young lady comes in, we're talking, she's into mod, I'm into mod music. She's, Bad Manners, ska band. They're playing tonight, they're gonna stay at my apartment. Do you wanna come back? I thought, I am in. No, I have a girlfriend. So it ruined it, right? So that record, I was being truthful. So that record, I had it in my hand, I kind of, in the midst of talking to her, I kind of misplaced it. And it took me, I think I finally got it on eBay, which is pathetic. I finally got it on eBay in, I think it was 2012 maybe, and had to pay $565 for it. That's the most I've ever paid for a record. But it's fantastic. There were only 300 produced. I think 150 got damaged in some kind of basement leakage. If you're interested, it's Charred and Square, 65 film show. So yeah, I mean, that type of stuff, I like the stories behind collecting objects. I think that often people who do engage with collections, they organize, they present, they display, they exhibit, and it's a social relation. You know, you never collect in isolation. You like to brag, you like to have competitions with other people. So for me, it's always records, first and foremost. The game collection stuff is more public. It's to service historical research. Cut me off, because I can keep going.
No, yeah,
Okay.
because I know that we actually just recently got to see your collection, the biggest collection in the Midwest of video game magazines. I believe over 6,500.
I thought there were 11,000, so somewhere along the line, so box
The numbers got messed up just a little bit.
So why do we have that? I mean, that's the question that's really important to me. It's not about my collection. Let me qualify that. Video game magazines, to me, are important historical documents for doing research. So if you want to look at game reviews from 1983, for instance, or if you want interviews with members of the industry, or if you want to have local reports about the closure of arcades and moral panic around games, where do you find that? So you can go through a microfiche, if anybody's familiar with that. You can go through searches online for old newspapers. But video game magazines were devoted to the medium, devoted to the subject. They didn't start publishing until 1981, 82. Prior to that, where did you read about video games? Trade press magazines devoted to coin-op machines. Or you go to something like Vending Times, and you'd find a video game column, usually around page 92, after the cigarette dispensers, after the laundry detergent dispensers, because they're coin-operated goods, right? So once video game magazines started, and of course software magazines, it's documenting the history of the phenomenon. So what we wanted to do was, I started a collection when I was at Stony Brook University, and it was kind of handpicked, so I was able to really specialize in that. And then the Strong Museum in Rochester said, hey, we're going to gift you. Do you want this stuff? We have doubles. Would you like to take it? But certainly. So we've combined the collections, and now I think we can boast, between Stanford on the West Coast, Rochester, the Strong in Rochester, we're in the middle, and we've got over 6,000 magazines. And the point of that is to serve research. So scholars, students, anyone with an interest in game history can come and utilize the collection.
So a huge part of it is about providing for future generations information that they wouldn't get anywhere else.
It's very, very difficult to research video games. I mean, think about the complexity. If I wanted to research Combat, okay, this was the packed-in title for the Atari VCS, the bundle title, as we like to say today. If I want to talk about game graphics, if I want to talk about mechanics, if I want to talk about rule structures, I have to play the game. Now, I may not have to play it from an actual cartridge put into a VCS. I might have emulation, but we need stuff. We need these items in order to understand them. So if you're doing, say, a degree of research in film, you have to see the films to talk about them. So games are the same thing. Games are more complex in many ways, I would say, because if you're trying to play an original title, you need the hardware. You need the software. Can you plug it into any of these plasma screens in the studio? Most likely not. You need adapters. So there's a lot of challenges. So the more materials, and I don't just mean hardware and software, I mean magazines, print documents, industry records, interviews, the more stuff we have, the better history we can do.
Absolutely. So
I'm glad you agree with that.
Yeah. So looking on into the future, with the explosion of eSports and gaming, do you think that collecting and preserving gaming memorabilia will become more commonplace, like things like eSports jerseys?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. But also the thing is, this is where it's really challenging when it comes to video game preservation, but also historical collections. We don't just want objects. We need the experiences. We need what players find interesting in the process of play. We need all the documentation of that gameplay experience. It could be play capture, it could be recording the actual competition among different teams competing. So I think objects and actions, both of those things are crucial. So yes, I mean, eSports right now seems to be a major driver when it comes to what's hip, what's exciting in video games these days. And getting people who are playing games to realize what they're doing can be meaningful in some way to historians is very important. So every time you upload something to Twitch, or if you do walkthroughs and upload them to YouTube, are you making backups? Are you saving that?
Yeah, or are they just in the cloud?
Yeah, are they just in the cloud? Is that reliable? Well, that's just another computer network somewhere else, right? It's proprietary. So I think what's really important is to kind of convince communities, esports teams, and individual players. If you're drawing maps, if you're sharing tips, if you're doing kind of walkthroughs or anything like that, sketching characters, somebody's going to have an interest in that. Don't just chuck it out. Right? So, I mean, you never know what's valuable, and that sense of value is something that's often discovered later on beyond you as well.
So speaking of value, one question that we have, because you have so many vast connections or collections, I'm curious as to what are
connections.
some. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a collector who's connected.
Met a lot of people.
Yeah.
What are some of the rarest pieces that you have in
For
your,
games or vinyl?
Just anything. Some of your favorites that are just like I know that the ska vinyl that you talked about that you said are only 150 that weren't damaged, like things like that. Some favorites that are super rare, because I know you were at the dig for the ET.
Yeah, we can talk about that maybe in a moment. California mod revival as a genre. So you've got 60s mod, so you can probably recognize bands like The Who, The Small Faces. Then you move into the late 70s, so 1979, 81. The mod revival that gets kicked up in the UK based upon the popularity of the film Quadrophenia. So a lot of small micro labels or DIY labels, independent labels, put out, usually bands put out 145, 245, some stayed at the 45 level, maybe even the demo level never went to full LP. That stuff's quite collectible. California and places like New York, New Jersey also had mod scenes in the mid-'80s, right? So the California mod scene produced about, bands like Charred and Square, The Start, The Questions, The Jets, and usually they never went beyond 45s. So small production runs, very hard to find, and I've got pretty much all of it. Now, how much is that worth? I could probably slap that stuff on eBay and do okay. I sold my record collection. This is pathetic, and I would never recommend this. When I was a grad student, in the summers I'd come back and I'd work for DuPont doing environmental sampling along the Texas-Mexico border. And it was like 115 in the shade, right? These were long days. I needed money, right? And I thought, I want to buy a laptop. I want to buy a Toshiba laptop, very fancy for 1996. They were $3,500. They're very expensive.
State of the art.
State of the art, right?
Yep.
External,
Those Toshibas.
all this stuff. So I thought, wow, I'm a professional now, or I want to be. I'll sell my record collection.
Ooh.
Yeah, I didn't do it. This is pre-eBay. So I made Xerox photocopies and gave it to, other like-minded collectors. And I'm talking about punk, skinhead mod, soul, skinhead reggae type stuff, right? And some rockabilly. So I'm sending this out to friends in New York, Chicago, DC. I made $10,000. And I was selling stuff that I sold for 20 bucks, but I thought that's kind of steep. That today would probably be $200 to $300. So Italian, French, Japanese, OI stuff, a lot of rare mod stuff. I needed the laptop.
Yeah.
Still have the laptop. Not that I collect hardware, I don't use it. But I mean, do I kick myself for doing it? Yeah, absolutely. But you're a student, you're desperate.
It's a necessity. It's
you
something
either sell
you need.
sperm or blood, right? So in this case, I sold vinyl, which
You broke the rules.
I should have sold more sperm. It would have been better.
So we've talked briefly about the new beta site, IU Games, through the Monroe Library.
Right.
And I was curious if you wanted to tell us more about that and the opportunities it'll have.
I'm happy you asked that, actually. This is really exciting. So a point of frustration that I found from undergrads, graduate students, and even faculty is that you've got game design in the media school. You've got me doing game history and preservation. You've got John Velez doing kind of media effects in games. Then we have all these other people like Marco Ornato in French and Italian studies doing tabletop gaming. He's teaching a course in media school now. We have other people, but yet we're never together. We're not hanging out. We're not talking. So for a grad student, undergrad who wants to work on games, where do you go? How do you find these people? So I had the brilliant idea. How about a web page? And let's just make it an information repository. So the web page will simply say IU Games. I didn't want to call it design or studies. I just wanted to privilege that object versus fields. And it's a place where faculty can have profiles, graduate students can have profiles, undergraduate game clubs can have a presence on that space, graduate game clubs can have, there's in-game, for instance, can have a space on that page. Courses. think about it, if you're an undergrad interested in games, you go to this site and you realize, oh my God, there's all of these courses across IU I can take. And the game design people also have space. Plus we'll advertise or promote news and events. And it's just to make a community. So that people, there are a lot of people around here, I suspect, who have an interest in games, but yet we're kind of in these little pockets, these little reservoirs everywhere else. What if we all came together and we realized, wow, there's a lot of us. We've got a kind of a real community building here. So that's what the point of that is. Also, the Monroe County Library, right across the street from the media school, they're launching this very interesting initiative. I think it's trying to document, you know, part of the centennial, right? How technology has changed over 200 years. And they came to me wanting to say, hey, can we talk about video games? Well, let me plug my colleagues in. So right now, colleagues are kind of meeting with them to start programming events in Monroe County Library from May on to throughout the fall. And I didn't realize this, but they have a maker studio, or kind of, I think it's a maker studio, and they have all of this different software and hardware that anybody can come and use. And it's just across the street.
I didn't realize that either.
I didn't know until they told me, and I thought,
It's on
wow.
the ground floor.
It's called the ground floor.
Yep. It's got editing bays.
You mean where you walk in?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like the space is called the
Right.
ground floor. There's editing bays and like a green screen that you have to like rent out through
And
like having a library card.
So stuff like this is,
That's it. Anybody can get a library card.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
and so stuff like this is what we're going to be able to see on this new site.
I don't know about that. It's why not? Yeah, that's an
probably.
event. Yeah, yeah, good idea. Thank you. I'll jot that down. Yeah,
No problem.
Let's promote that.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's what it's meant to do. It's meant to kind of be a place where if you want to talk about games, you want to say, hey, what's going on? Let's look here. Oh my God, all of this stuff's happening. So yeah, it's long overdue.
Yeah,
I mean, IU's big.
it's
right?
huge.
It's a big place, and
A
you
few
think-
hundred people.
Yeah, and trying to get those people lined up and plugged in, that's what has to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm glad that somebody's finally doing it. All right, well, that is all the time we have for our interview, but when we come back, we're going to play a little game of video game Pictionary with our guests, so stay tuned.
Valentine's Day is just around the corner, so we're here at the wonderful building of Valentine Hall for Valentines at Valentine. Hey, that rhymes. You know that rhymes? You want to be on the TV?
Sure.
So we're here at Valentine, as you can see,
Oh, wait.
handing out Valentines because Valentine's Day is just around the corner.
Uh-huh.
Corner.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I love Valentine's.
I don't know what this says, so you're gonna have to read it out loud
Okay.
because I didn't make these.
Are you a Sharpie? Because you're ultra fine.
This may be a little cheesy, but I think you're the greatest. And there's a picture of a cheese grater. And greatest is spelled like grater.
I mean that from the heart.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is so thoughtful.
Are you a fruit? Because you're a fine apple. Hell yeah, I am.
Are you a banana? Because you're super appealing. Oh, so funny.
I didn't make it.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
Do you generate electricity with water through the process of hydropower? Cause damn, I'm into you.
Do you like it?
I love it. It's pretty damn good.
See what he did there?
Roses are red, violets are blue. Can I go out on a date with you? Oh. With you or with him? Or with both?
Is it with me? Is it with you?
Up to interpretation.
Up to interpretation.
Okay.
So that's yours to keep, actually.
Thank you. I will treasure this forever.
You should. Will you be my Valentine?
Yeah.
I guess so. You gave me a card.
Sure.
Awesome.
But we were kind of already.
We're kind of a package deal, so it makes sense.
So,
Well, it works then.
perfect.
Yes, I will.
I like you. You're fun. He's fun.
I do have a Valentine. I'm sorry, but I guess I can have more than one. Because everyone can be your Valentine if you spread love to everybody, right?
Does everyone know about it?
What?
The being shared Valentine?
Oh, I don't know. What?
Once again, all right. We are back at Not Too Late. Time to play some video game Pictionary, but with a catch. Sebastian and I will be teaming up with me operating as the hand and Sebastian as the eyes. We get 30 seconds to draw a famous video game character, and you all in the audience will be guessing which characters we are drawing. Let's get this game started. Ray, you're going to go first.
Okay.
Draw a name.
Okay.
And then draw a picture.
I'm absolutely terrible at this sort of stuff, but let's see.
And if you want to pass, you can.
We just had that one.
We haven't played yet.
Oh, yeah, I know. But during the commercial break,
During the commercial break, you looked.
And not to mention, you have a Sharpie and you can see through the paper. So
just keep it hidden.
That's just how oh, okay, I can do that.
Our guests can't read.
I can do that.
Or our audience can't read. They'll figure it out. All right.
When you timer starts now?
Timer starts now. Oh.
Miss Pac-Man.
Daddy.
All right. Okay. Easy one.
That was an easy one.
Easy one. All right. So that's
probably the only one I can get as well. So I'm
all right.
happy,
So
I'm
that's
happy I started
1-0. Go ahead. All right. So now, I don't even know what we're drawing. So.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Draw a circle, like a big circle. All right, and then near like the bottom right, draw an oval. Yeah, and then bottom left, draw another oval.
Venn diagram.
And then kind of in the middle, draw
Angry Birds.
Sideways
Pigs from Angry
parentheses.
Birds.
Stovetop.
Oh wait, no, like this.
Yeah, like the parentheses is like up in the air. No, like the other way. Flip it. Somebody said it.
Somebody said it.
Yeah.
Dumplings?
Angry Birds.
No, and then
Pigs.
Time.
Pigs.
Sad Pikachu.
Okay. Let's.
what'd you say?
Oh, did I say Kirby?
He did.
Oh, you got that one?
And that is the
That's
answer.
Kirby.
You drew it. Don't blame me.
We did it.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a pizza.
I thought that was.
Famous video game character, pizza.
Did you just put nothing but Kirby in the cup?
It's just Kirby. That's all we got.
Okay.
All right.
see.
Let's see what you get.
I just want another easy one.
Do you think it's Kirby?
Oh, okay. I can do this.
Oh.
Confident.
Confidence. All right. Oh.
No, not yet.
Oh.
It's abstract.
Angry Bird.
Thank you.
What?
Angry Bird.
Oh.
That was
Okay.
clever. That was
All
clever.
right. Okay. I will admit that was good. Oh yeah, you got a good one.
When's the last time anybody's played Angry Birds?
Long time.
My grandma plays it. She got a smartphone recently. She's really loving it.
All right.
All right.
You ready?
Yes.
Draw a straight line down. Okay. And at that bottom point, draw one to the right.
Oh, just to the right?
Yeah. And now at that point, at the end point, draw up a little bit there.
Tetris.
Now, to the left.
Tetris.
And then up. I'm going to need more than that. And then two.
L piece in Tetris.
There we go. We got it.
Which one?
Boo.
The L block. I think
The
is
L block of
I think the name is
Tetris.
Randy officially.
Oh.
I could be off.
The Tetramino Randy.
God, you guys.
All right, we somehow.
We are really. We're raising
We're
the bar
amazing at
now.
this.
Okay.
It's good teamwork.
All right. Let's see.
Okay. Let's see. That one's too easy.
It's too easy?
Yeah.
Well, you're giving it
Okay.
to us.
I'll do
Yeah,
it.
I was going to say, give yourself the easy one.
Ready?
Yeah. What is.
Thank you. Mario.
That's Mario?
Mustache hat.
Mario has.
He has a newsy hat.
Yeah, I was going to.
I didn't finish it.
It's
'cause
me,
I didn't
Mario,
finish it 'cause
delivering
you
a
nailed
paper.
it.
All right. We've got some really good guessers who somehow got Kirby earlier.
Well, you know what you play off of? Significant properties. And if you'd like to know what that means, take my game preservation class.
Oh, advertising, promoting. All right.
We don't.
You don't think we're going to get this one?
No, we don't.
What is it?
All right.
I'll guess.
You can do it.
Hey,
show
don't
me,
even
show
give
me.
us a timer on this one, because actually give it to us. But
All
let's
right,
see.
so in like the leftist side of the board, draw a circle, kind of like how you did with Kirby. Yeah, and then I've already made a mistake.
All right.
So, kind of like at the top of the circle, yeah, draw like a curve like that. No, like over, like well, you're just really not.
Oh,
getting what I'm
Koopa Trooper.
That is weirdly close.
Goomba.
No,
Paragoomba.
draw like,
just tell me stuff.
draw a stick figure on top. Well,
A stick
No,
figure
keep
on
going,
top.
don't-
Wait. Yeah, just keep going. This is good. Wow. What could this be?
Okay. No, and then kind of like how we did with Kirby, the 2 circles in the bottom, you know?
A wedding cake.
No, we're just not gonna get it. I'm gonna be honest.
We can.
Kidu.
No. Draw like a stick coming out from that top part, like to the side. Yeah, like a stick, and then a circle at the end of that stick.
So it's an aerial view of an ant now.
Okay, and then.
What is this, Sebastian?
Bowser?
You guys are. It's supposed to be Yoshi.
That's Yoshi?
Why is there a person on his head?
Because Mario rides Yoshi.
Not on his head.
I didn't say to put it there.
Okay, wait, time out. This would have been perfect because I could have done this.
Yoshi has no ears.
Yoshi.
Is that
That's a rabbit.
No, that's his eyes. Yoshi looks like this.
I didn't think about the front-on view. No, I was thinking side-scroller Yoshi.
That's Yoshi.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you have any more?
No.
we just
Oh,
lost.
no, it's
You were
fun.
having
Do you wanna-
fun.
do you wanna
See, you
pick
were
one and
nervous
draw?
and you had fun.
I've got a dead easy
Oh,
one.
okay. He's just going to draw one.
Yeah.
All right. What do you got?
This one's so simple. If you don't get this one.
I feel like we're not going to get it now. Now that it's simple, I feel like we might not get it.
Sonic.
Galaga. Ooh, asteroids.
Thank you.
Boom.
See how simple it is? Okay.
Oh, he's going. We're on a roll. We're keeping it up.
I mean, he won already.
Yeah, just rubbing dirt.
Pong.
Thank you. See how easy this is?
Is Pong a character though?
Significant properties.
Significant.
People have argued that Pong
Is it?
is a character, yeah. People
All right.
have made that argument.
Well,
Yeah,
congratulations on your win.
Hey.
I know you were nervous at first, but how
I
did you
was.
feel?
I feel fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Good to hear.
Very good.
All right.
Could do this all night.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you all for watching the season 5 premiere of Not Too Late. I want to thank Ray for joining us.
Thank you both.
And I want to thank Sebastian for being our new co-host. You're going to see a lot of him this semester, so be excited. Tune in next week when Jesse Eisenberg and I make a risky investment into a shady frozen yogurt pop-up shop. And don't forget, it's not too late to develop a crippling gambling addiction. We'll see you next week. Thank you for coming on.